Hey, Kate, do you see that Sylvester Stallone's going to play a character in a TV show called Kansas City?
I heard a little something about this.
Yeah, so no details on when to expect it. It's kind of new news. I mean, it's right there in the name. It's like a crime drama kind of deal. I'll just read this excerpt from Variety.
Okay.
The series, set in present day, follows legendary New York City mobster Sal Stallone, who is faced with the startling task of reestablishing his Italian mafia family to the modernized, straight-shooting town of Kansas City, Missouri. Do you think Kansas City is a straight-shooting town, Kate?
Pew, pew, pew. No? I mean...
Well, in that sense, maybe, but...
I know. In the article that I have, it didn't say what time it was, so modern day.
Yes, modern day is what
cool.
it says.
I think it would have been cool to go like old school with the stockyards and the
Well, hurt my brain. Wasn't Chris Rock in Kansas City take on, what was it? Oh, Fargo, that's it. Fargo season 4. Chris Rock on, quote, playing my grandfather as a Kansas City mob boss.
Oh, okay. In Fargo?
Fargo season 4. Was Chris Rock, Kansas City crime lord.
Who comes to Fargo, North Dakota?
No, it just happened to take place in Kansas City.
But the show is called Fargo?
Correct.
Okay. So Fargo comes to Kansas City?
Yes.
Okay.
Fargo comes to Kansas City. Kansas City doesn't go to Fargo.
Okay.
I believe that's correct. I believe that's correct.
It's a little misleading there, Fargo. Come on.
Yeah, 1950s Kansas City.
Okay.
So maybe you should seek that one out, Kate, if you wanted the throwback.
Maybe I should, yeah. I have heard good things about Fargo, but I also have heard it's pretty violent, right?
I don't know. I mean, I've only seen the movie, which was quite violent.
Yeah, I think the TV show is pretty violent, too.
So gather the family around and watch a violent Fargo.
Everybody put your blinders up. When Mom says duck, cover your eyes.
Duck. So, this one, the Sylvester Stallone show, which is simply called Kansas City, at least according to this report.
Right, that's what I heard, too.
Well, there's interesting kind of deals, and coming to Paramount Plus someday. Is what we know at last check.
You would think it'd be like witness protection, like leaving New York City, going to Kansas City for like nobody's going to look for him there. But nope, reestablishing the crime family. So just relocating.
Yep.
Matt, have you ever been driving around and spotted a camel on the side of the road?
No, I don't think so. Maybe I've seen one in the zoo one day.
Yeah, okay.
But I don't think I've ever seen a camel in the wild or in the city.
Or in the suburbs. Bonner Springs had a live nativity scene camel escape.
Oh.
Right.
Okay.
But
I did not see that.
The camel took off before anybody noticed. Like, people had to let the nativity scene know, hey, you're missing a camel. The nativity scene people weren't like, hey, where'd that camel go? Yeah. Animal control officer found the camel at 2 a.m. and returned him to the holiday scene.
Do you know where? Just somewhere in Bonner Springs, just on the side of the road or something?
And yeah, they just said near Bonner Springs. So maybe he didn't get very far.
Yeah. I guess maybe the cops were tipped off. Maybe keep an eye out for a camel.
A bolo for the camel. Bonner Springs has some rural area. Maybe he was like, hey, I can go grazing over here.
There you go. Yeah.
I just think it's funny that nobody noticed the camel was gone.
It snuck away.
All right, children, let's count the livestock.
Yeah. Does it indicate how this camel escaped? Or are they not?
Nope. Just the camel took off before anybody noticed.
I suppose if I were the camel, I'd do the same thing. Sneak out of here. This is ridiculous. Sitting next to the statue of this infant. Although, do they have an actual infant there? Or no, they wouldn't, right? Because it's before Christmas Day.
Right.
Okay.
Right. It's just a stable.
And then eventually they place a live infant out there on like Christmas Day? What do you think?
Maybe. or maybe it's a bundled infant or a doll. But it's supposed to be a live nativity scene, so I would think on Christmas Eve there might be people. Christmas Day.
Are Mary and Joseph aren't there right now?
No, they're still en route.
They've just got some camels hanging out?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
I feel like the timeline's off on that, isn't it?
What do you mean?
The camels arrive before
The camels are already there. They're like just hanging out in the barn, in the stable.
I thought the camels are what took Mary and Joseph to the stable.
I think it was a donkey.
A donkey? What were the camels doing there again?
They're just in the stable because that's where they keep the livestock. And there was no room in all of the inns.
That's right. No room at the inn. Go sleep with these camels. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, my bad.
And the cattle were lowing. And I'm trying to remember more song lyrics here.
There are cattle involved?
Yes, it's a barn with livestock. Didn't you get the coloring books when we were little? Didn't you have an advent calendar?
The coloring books.
Mama Stooks is shaking her head.
Really? You think so? I don't recall seeing a cow in a nativity scene.
Matt, Google nativity scenes right now and tell me what animals you see in the stable.
Okay, nativity scene.
There's going to be sheep. There's going to be cows.
Yeah, click on this one here.
I remember one nativity scene we had. There was a shepherd who had like a little basket with eggs. Yet there were no chickens, but he had a basket with eggs.
Oh, I guess maybe there is a cow in this one. Okay. I guess I haven't been paying enough attention at nativity scenes. There's cows in lots of these.
You just pay attention to the Trinity, the Holy Three.
Well, the Holy...
Jesus, Mary, and Joseph.
I didn't know that they were... I thought the Trinity was the Father, Son, the Holy Ghost.
Of the nativity is what I was saying.
Okay, I'm just making sure.
Of the... Well, if you're going to argue with me about cows, but come for me on the Trinity.
What? You don't think Trinity is more important to... Kate and I are Catholic for the unfamiliar.
Yeah, anybody, and had many years of Catholic schooling for both of us.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
But I don't think they were ever referred to as the Trinity in there.
I meant of the nativity scene. Not like the Holy Trinity.
What about the wise men?
They don't come till the Epiphany, January 6th.
Okay.
Where's my Jeopardy?
So there you go. A camel escaped from the nativity scene in Bonner Springs somewhere.
Which makes me think he got out once. I'd be watching for that camel again.
Or set the camel free, because the camel indicated what the camel wanted to do.
I think you can get in trouble if you set a camel free, though, Matt. We don't want to encourage that, do we?
I guess you're right. We're not typically into advising people to commit crime on Matt and Kate.
Right. When do we draw the line? One day it's nativity camels. The next day it's a whole field of cows.
Well, yesterday you were talking about, upgrading your seats without paying for the seat upgrade. Remember that?
Yeah, but you still have to buy a seat.
Yeah, still.
You still buy a seat.
Hey, you go to a restaurant, you buy chicken breast, or you go to a restaurant and you buy a Kansas City strip. There's a difference in cost there.
Right.
No good?
But you're
not a good analogy?
I don't think so. Because if no one orders the Kansas City strip,
they don't just give it to them at the end of the night.
Or they just use it the next day. If nobody uses those seats, then they're not paid for. I just don't think we should encourage letting livestock go.
Okay, that's fair. That's fair.
Nativity or a whole field or opening the back door of a cattle truck at a truck stop.
Do they have a cow at this nativity scene?
I don't know.
You don't know? Okay.
I don't know.
Seems like the cow would be easier to secure. Not as in it would. Seems like it'd be easier to find a cow for your nativity scene, at least in this part of the world,
right?
Than it would be to get a camel.
Right, but don't you think it'd be like, because you don't normally see a camel, that you would like, hey, where'd that weird animal go? Like, how did they not know it was gone?
Oh, watch out for your camels. They might slip out on you. Moral of the story.
Watch out for camels. They spit.
How often, do you know? Do
they spit?
Yeah. I mean, how common of occurrence is that, do you think?
I don't know. I don't know.
Do they spit like a matter of course, like they're a baseball player or something?
I think it's not just saliva. I'm sure there's some remnants of what they're chewing on.
Mm-hmm.
Probably not tobacco like a baseball player.
Oh.
Yeah, let down, right?
Yeah. Joe
Camel, not smokeless tobacco.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Camels are into cigarettes. Good point. R.I.P. Joe Camel.
Womp.
Died of cancer. Yeah.
Who knew, right?
Just disappeared one day, and so I just assumed that's what happened, right?
Well, if it was cancer, they're not telling us that, right?
Well, I mean, it's the tobacco industry, so...
J.P. Morgan? Is that...
J.P. Morgan.
Is that the name of the company that has all the tobacco companies?
Philip Morris?
There we go. The other guy. Philip Morris. I bet you he said he, tripped, and he had to be euthanized. It wasn't lung cancer.
Oh, is that what it was?
Probably.
Okay.
It couldn't have been connected to smoking.
Right.
Yeah.
Or the sunglasses, maybe. Something about they couldn't see with the sunglasses on or something.
Yes. Okay. Yeah. Glaucoma. Got him.
Glaucoma. He was smoking the wrong product.
Right. Matt, there are 17 days until Christmas, 23 days until New Year's Eve. And good news, today is National Brownie Day, Christmas Tree Day, Pretend to be a Time Traveler Day, and National Lard Day.
Oh, National Lard Day. There's so much happening. So many days. I can't believe they allowed themselves to have so many important days happen on the same day.
On the same day.
Yeah, so Brownie Day. You a brownie fan?
I like brownies. I mean, they're okay.
It's interesting because in the past we've talked about Little Debbie brownies and we've talked about Little Debbie Christmas trees.
Right. And I would go for the Christmas tree versus the brownie.
That's what I thought. So what's the Christmas Tree Day one all about? It's not about the snack cake, I assume?
No, it's just if you don't have your Christmas tree up by now, get it going, I guess. I don't know.
Get after it already.
Come on. Pretend to be a time traveler day, though.
Yeah.
Is that kind of loop-de-loo? It encourages us to step from our TARDIS or flip open our Omni while wearing clothes from the past. At the same time, we should act appropriately confused by certain technology.
Okay.
I kind of thought into the future time traveler.
Yeah, it's funny you say that because I was just reading an article that said that it's more likely that we'd be able to travel to the future in time than travel to the past.
Okay.
It's one of those things that I read and my eyes kind of were like, well, I can't follow any of this. But it's okay. Some kind of quantum physics thing. I don't know. I give up. All right, so time traveler day, you're like, ooh, what is this? Oh, you've got a pocket television. Something like that.
Right. What is this contraption?
Yeah.
So there's lots of TV shows about time traveling. Doctor Who, Quantum Leap, Outlander, Voyagers.
Good old Quantum Leap.
Right. True Calling, Continuum.
Sheesh.
Fringe. Yeah.
I think there's some time travel that may happen in some Star Treks.
I think you're right.
But I'm not certain. Oh, yeah, because didn't the Star Trek, like the Kirk Star Trek met the Picard Star Trek crew. Isn't that right? Didn't that happen? Generations? Yeah, I think that's right.
Sure.
All right, so celebrate with a time travel movie or go around your workplace questioning what the coffee maker is all about or
there you go.
Something.
Turn on Back to the Future, Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure, Groundhog Day. You're good.
Back to the Future 2?
It's not on the list.
Not on the list. I was asking for your personal.
I guess.
But not Back to the Future 3.
Better than 3.
Okay.
No. My girls read books about time traveling. Did you ever read the Magic Treehouse series?
Did I? I don't think so.
I don't know if it was around when we were kids.
Okay.
I don't know for sure.
It sounds kind of familiar, but not.
Yeah, I think it got kind of big in the last 15 years maybe. But my girls, they like that series.
Who's it targeted toward?
Kids.
Oh, okay.
They're chapter books. But I don't know if I'd call them young adults. But they go to this magic treehouse and they can go to the dinosaurs and they can go to King Arthur's court or they can, all these historical events.
Did the Magic School Bus travel through time also?
Does it travel through time?
I thought maybe it did. Remember that there was that one day we were talking about it, and I had forgot that it went more places than just the human body.
Yeah, I think outer space and yeah, maybe you're right. Maybe it went back to the dinosaurs.
I feel like maybe. Mm-hmm. And so they ripped out that idea and made it a schoolhouse instead.
No. Treehouse. Magic treehouse.
What did I say?
Schoolhouse.
Oh. Magic school bus. Good point. The Magic School Bus is the eponymous, high-tech, sentient, and anthropomorphic school bus with magic. Blah 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 blah.
Interesting.
It travels on land, water, through the air, and even deep space. It says here.
Oh, but it doesn't say through time.
I don't see anything. This is on magicschoolbus.fandom.com.
Well, they would know. They would know.
I would hope so.
I really feel like I remember dinosaurs, but
I thought so too. Made it travel to a different planet that had dinosaurs on it.
Maybe that's it. They did do a remix of that show where Kate McKinnon was the teacher and Lin-Manuel Miranda did the opening theme song.
That's right. We talked about that a while back. Mm-hmm. Where could you watch that? Do you know?
I was going to say Netflix, but I don't know if that's right.
That sounds familiar. Magic School Bus
remix.
Kate McKinnon, you said was in it?
Yeah.
Let me see.
She plays Miss Frizzle.
The Magic School Bus rides again. Yeah, Netflix.
Okay. Of the kids' shows, I think it's also one of those shows that's meant to be watched with adults, so it's not super painful.
What do you mean? What do you mean it's meant to be watched with adults?
I mean, it's meant so that you can watch it with your kids and it's not terribly obnoxious like Cupcakes and Dinos.
Not Cupcakes and Dinos.
Yeah.
I need to find this theme song one day. Cupcakes and Dinos. I wonder if...
Cupcakes and Dinos. Cupcakes and Dinos. There you go. That's it.
You don't want to hear the actual...
No, I feel like that's all... Yeah.
Theme song. Cupcake and Dino. Cupcake and Dino. General Services. That's what we do.
Okay. Yeah. I'm over that too.
Yep.
Okay. I understand. So that's not a fun... Disney style, hey, we could put something in for the parents kind of TV show.
Right. It's just all stupid.
It's all stupid. Oh, for the unfamiliar, whenever Kate's kids are like, Mom, can we put on a TV show? Kate's like, okay, nothing stupid.
Nothing stupid.
Unless I'm out of earshot or something, right?
Right. And so we had that conversation last night, Matt, and you know what I introduced them to?
Should I know?
You're familiar with the show.
Cartoon?
No.
Okay, I give up.
Good Morning, Miss Bliss.
Good Morning, Miss Bliss. Saved by the Bell?
No, Good Morning, Miss Bliss.
Oh, that was the first season? That was a prequel to Saved by the Bell? You're not going to count that as Saved by the Bell?
But they have the same theme song.
They have the Saved by the Bell theme song?
Mm-hmm.
But it was called Good Morning, Miss Bliss for the first season.
Yes. Before Kelly Kapowski, before AC Slater, before Jesse Spano. It was just Screech and Zach and Lisa and some other kids who didn't quite make it.
Didn't make the cut for season 2?
And Mr. Belding.
Mr. Belding was on there.
Yeah, I don't know. We're only in the 4th episode of Good Morning, Miss Bliss, which is narrated by Miss Bliss, which was child actor Haley Mills, which you might recall from The Parent Trap or Pollyanna.
But she was a grown-up actress at this point in time.
She is a grown-up at this point, yeah.
Yeah.
As the teacher.
So where are you watching this?
Hulu? Netflix? No, I think it's on Netflix.
Good Morning, Miss Bliss. And then I assume they have Saved by the Bell after that?
Yes. Yeah.
All right. You guys going to try to make it through the whole series, Kate?
I don't know. Finley gave up after 2 episodes. She was like, I'm going to go read. It's like, okay. Elliot was all in, though.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
Glad to know it still resonates with at least half the children.
And it's a little, my girls are 11 and 9, and this is 8th grade. So it's a little bit over, Zach was holding hands with a girl, and Elliot, walking through the hall at school, and Elliot was like, what are they doing? They're at school. I know, right? Holding hands with boys. Gross.
Wasn't that a weird thing in high? I don't remember lots of hand holding happening in high school or 8th grade.
In high school, but not 8th grade.
On the grounds?
Yeah, there was hand holding during the hallways.
And your Catholic school's far more, I don't know the word, than mine.
Yeah, where? What's that? What's next, Matt? And we were smaller than you, too. We were a lot smaller than you.
Class size wise.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because mine was 200 some, 220, something like that. And yours was what?
Like 120, 130.
Oh, well, that's not that small.
Class size. Class size?
Still pretty large overall. I mean, a lot of people like Monty, right? How many people were in Monty's class again? You talked about this one?
20.
Yeah, so that's appropriately. I feel like once you got over 100, it's a lot of kids. No?
We were used to being the small school, though. All the other high schools in town were bigger than us.
Womp womp.
And all the other Catholic high schools were lots bigger than us. Yeah, so that was just kind of funny that she was like, they're holding hands at school?
That is a bit, what's the word? Advanced?
Gross.
I don't know. Gross. Ew.
That's what I did.
Cooties.
Ew. Now she's going to get cooties.
Yep.
You can stay in a hotel room where they play holiday songs for 24 hours. But the way that they've worded it, Matt, is like lock someone in a Chicago hotel room and then play holiday songs for 24 hours. I'm like, this sounds like kidnapping.
For a lot of people, they would really like that.
Right?
Yeah. A lot of people are all in on Christmas, and a lot of people decide they're not going to listen to anything ever again because they're too worried there might be Christmas around. Plug up their ears for the holiday.
Hotels.com. It's a new contest called the Not So Silent Night Challenge, where you lock someone in a Chicago hotel room and then play holiday songs for 24 hours. And Hotels.com said, if you survive, quote unquote, 24 hours of the music mania, you'll be rewarded with 25 hotel nights deposited into your Hotels.com rewards account. The participant will also receive a wake-up call from holiday music legend Lance Bass, which, I mean, holiday music legend? I guess
Sure.
NSYNC put out a Christmas album.
Yeah.
He's going to gently wake you up from all that sleep you won't be getting, a $1,000 travel stipend, and $500 room service credit to fuel up while you rock out. So you can nominate yourself for the Hotels.com Not So Silent Night Challenge.
Not So Silent Night is what you're looking for. Okay. Do you wonder if they force you to listen to the music at a minimum volume? They must.
Right. There's got to be a volume control on there somewhere. But if you put me in a hotel room with all the presents that I need to wrap and maybe, some Christmas themed things, I think I could do 24 hours of Christmas music, get my wrapping done, have a glass of wine.
Well, that's what I was curious about, if they allowed alcohol or not.
Have my Christmas jammies on.
Do you really think they allow you to have alcohol? Maybe that's part of the deal.
You have to do it sober.
Yeah, exactly.
Maybe just hot chocolate.
Hot chocolate.
Yeah.
Sneak in a flask.
I think I could do 24 hours of Christmas music if it's the Christmas music that I pick. If it's Trans-Siberian Orchestra, I'm out. Can't do it.
You're not in the Christmas synth and metal? Okay.
No.
Dun, 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 dun.
Or, unpopular opinion right here, there's a Christmas song that people love that is like nails on a chalkboard for me. If they played that song, I'd be in big trouble. But
You don't want to mention the song name due to...
I'm afraid to polarize. Okay.
You don't want to alienate the listener. That's fair.
Yeah. They might be like, you don't like that song? You're crazy.
Is it the hippopotamus song?
No. No, I don't mind that one. Now,
Okay.
if that was on repeat, I might have problems with it. but
Yeah, it depends.
yeah. It's Mary, Did You Know?
Okay, yeah.
Yeah. I love the words. I love the sentiment. I can't stand like the da 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 da. I don't know.
Fair enough.
I don't know what it is about that song.
Yeah. I think that's a polarizing song.
I can Holy Night the hell out of some Christmas music, though.
You think you could do that one on repeat? That's what they should do, make you listen to the same Christmas song on repeat over and over and over again.
Oh, gosh. Oh, little town of Beth. Maybe different versions or the same one?
No, the same. It need to be the same one, I think.
Okay.
Simply Having a Wonderful Christmas Time by Paul McCartney over and over and over and over and over again.
Oh, that one or the dogs barking?
Who? What are you talking about?
There's a Jingle Bells dog barking song
Oh, okay.
that I could do without.
Yeah, I think I've heard that.
Row, 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 row.
That's really good.
I'm with you on Paul McCartney's Wonderful Christmas Time. Yeah, no.
Whoa, Paul McCartney. For a second, I thought Paul McCartney was in the studio.
Paul, is that you? Hello.
That's really good. You've been practicing?
And I'm out. That's all I got.
You watching the Beatles thing on Disney Plus, Kate?
I haven't. I've heard mixed reviews about it, but I figure
Okay.
I'm going to watch it.
Yeah, I assume I'll watch it at some point too, but I betcha with it being 8 hours long total, right?
I was going to say it's Peter Jackson, so it's going to take like 4 days, right?
Yeah. Take a bit.
Peter Jackson, the director for Lord of the Rings,
Yes.
all of them, right?
Yeah.
That's why they are so long.
Wouldn't it be great if he put like a CGI Frodo in there, like in the background, like sitting next to Yoko or something?
Who's the one in Lord of the Rings? Precious.
Oh, is it Gollum?
There you go. What if there's a Gollum in there?
Yeah, that'd be great. Just in the corner, hanging out.
Yeah. Yes.
Or yeah, next to Yoko.
I
be great.
almost said that, and I thought, maybe not.
What, you think that's a mean comparison or something? Nah.
I mean, like,
That's because she's just sitting there,
what if she's the Gollum of the Beatles? Of John?
And John Legend John Legend.
No. No.
And
Not John Legend.
John Lennon. is the ring in this case?
Maybe. It's so weird we're talking about the Beatles because today, in 1980, Mark David Chapman shot and killed John Lennon outside his NYC apartment.
Well, you sound very pleased about that.
Weird. No, I'm saying I'm pleased with my memory that I did see something.
Okay.
And then how did we get to the Beatles organically without being like, hey, you know what happened today? Yeah. So it's just weird that we were talking about that. And then
There
it's
it
on
is.
this day.
Kate's Today in History.
Today in history, Hotel California was released. Frank Sinatra's son, Frank Sinatra Jr., was kidnapped. And John Lennon killed. So not very good day on this day in history.
Womp womp.
Womp womp.
Okay, just making sure.
Juice WRLD died today. John Glenn, he died today. Man, some bad news today.
Today, years ago.
Yes. Carol Spinney, the voice of Big Bird and Oscar the Grouch, he died
Yeah.
in 2019. Yeah.
Yep.
Womp. Okay. So that's your day in history.
Thanks, Kate.